Okay, let's go ahead and start painting some of these. We've already got 5 different figures done now. The donkey, the dog, the cat, the goat, all that done. So we need to go ahead and paint some of these, and the figure, of course, the guy. All right, let's take the cat first of all. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and paint him black. I like a little black cat. When I think of black cats, I think of there used to be a firecracker named Black Cat. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint him black. It was a Black Cat fireworks, and had a little black cat on the front of the fireworks thing. We're going to paint him black. Okay? Now, with these figures, like I said, you can paint them whatever you want to. You do not have to follow my pattern color, because I'm not a great painter. I admit it, I'm not. I'm just not a great painter. And I don't do well with trying to mix a lot of different things together and stuff, where other people just have that ability. So I sort of stay with standard colors and go from there. And I know there are people out there that can paint just beautifully, and they can do things that I cannot do. So we're just going to make this cat black. Well, I'll have to give him another coat. So let me set him aside. Of course, the eyes will be a factor in his. Let me get something to wipe my hands with, because I get it all over me. All right. Now, the dog, I want to start him off in brown, sort of a little brown color. This is just a brown, is all it is. Let me get this out of the way. I don't want to drip paint all over each piece. And I'm going to paint him a brown, and then I'm going to add a little black and stuff, but this is going to be his base color, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back with a little black and stuff, in other words, on the doll. But there's no, I'm not going to paint the, because the black is a more of a dominating color over the brown, so it'll, I'm not going to paint the nose. I'm going to paint the nose black. Alright, let's set him aside. Alright, donkeys usually are a grayish color to start off with. So We're going to start off with a grayish color on our donkey. What I'm doing is I'm doing the base colors. These are the colors of the animal that most of the time the animal themselves. And then I add a little black to the, in other words, to give it kind of a, or a little brown, it doesn't matter. This is your base color. Well, that was good. You fell in the brown. It's okay. Wipe it off. Get it off of him. Now the gray usually takes, it may take another coat, I'm not sure. Mixing with the these are basically our first thing is to get our base colors on there, and then we can work from there. Once again, this is, he's probably going to have, I'm sure he's going to have one more coat of light gray on him. But there's our gray on our I missed a little part in here. There we go. Okay. Now I'm about to change my water because I've been using gray and brown and stuff. And the goat, of course, is going to be white. Goats are white. So I changed my water because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen if I dip my white. I'll get a bunch of black and brown and gray and all that other stuff with it. So here's the white, which case and I know in white you have to give them more than one most goats are white. They are white color. And like I said, we are using now for the base for the animal. That's why I don't consider myself that great of an animal carver. I love to do little caricature animals and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people that do a lot, and this is just a little different, the long neck animals we have here. A little bit different style, a little bit different look at something. And when you get down to the little beard here, you want to be careful because it's very, very delicate, and we want to be careful with it. Usually a gold is white and then it has a little black in it. In other words, it has some. All right. Of course, it'll have to have another coat, and that's what I do. I don't just. Okay. Now our next figure is, of course, our little man, little geek, pencil neck geek guy. Okay. At which case we will start off with the shoes, which we're going to use a little brown on the shoes. So I'm sorry that the air conditioner is there. I'm just going to use a little brown on the shoes. But it is there, and I know it disturbs a little bit on my talking, but all right, we got his shoes painted brown. Okay. Now we look at the pants on him, and let's use just a little blue on his pants. In which case, I will go to. All right. I will go to the. A little bit smaller brush. Like he has blue jeans on. And like I said, I'm not much of a painter. I don't care to paint. I know it's a part of it. I do okay when I really get serious with it, but I don't like it. That's not my fun part of carving. My fun part is the carving. Some people really like the painting. And a lot of people say, well, send me your carving and I'll paint it for you. But I can't do that when I'm teaching. I have to do that myself, in other words. And let people, and I appreciate that offer from some people. But I have to, I've got to show also. Even if I'm not that good of a painter, I have to show how it's done. I use acrylics, and I do not put, I mix it with water so that it does not come out like, real strong as some people do. And then I antique it, and it darkens even more at that time, in other words. All right, there you go. All right. Hold on. There's some in the bottom there. All right. There's our. Now, let me take the blue. I'm getting a little. Now let's go with the. I'm gonna go with the red oxide on his shirt. Which case. Red oxide is a red, but it's a little bit of a lighter red when you use it. It's not that real dark red, and I like that because it will darken whenever I antique it. these have been a lot of fun doing these pencil, kind of long neck, pencil neck people and animals, and just something a little different. I try to look for things a little bit different for carvers to experience and enjoy. And sometimes it's hard to find things, and sometimes the good Lord, He gives me ideas of things to do. And right. Right, there we go. Oh, why I'm having trouble? Oh, I know why I'm having trouble standing. This thing is wobbly. That's what it is. So if it's straight, then he stands up. In other words, I think he does. See, is there a problem? No, doesn't seem to be. Well, that's right. It does. It leans back. Where's my thing? That's the thing about painting a whole bunch of things at one time. You run into the fact that you get kind of get your colors mixed up. All right, that's done. Now let's think of a color for the. I'm gonna go with an orange because he's a geek. I'm gonna go with an orange on his tie. He's a geek now, so he wouldn't be the snappiest dresser in the world. So there's the orange. A little orange down here, and I'll cover that up. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and look at his hair. I feel I want to paint his hair I want to paint it kind of a yellow and then come back with a little bit of a black to make it kind of a blondish color. So I know people don't have yellow hair, but we can make it a blonde color. Or a little brown. A little brown will do that too. Mixing a little brown with it makes it more of a blonde color. With a little, I could have mixed a little brown. I could have mixed up the blonde color, but I didn't do it this way. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big a deal. All right, let's set him aside also. Now, I think our dog and our cat can take another coat. Especially our cat. Yeah, you can take another coat. It's dry. That's why I love acrylics. They dry easy. And the thing that you got to think about is if you want to use oils, and I know oils have a distinctive look, but if you're going to use oils, You're going to have to wait on them to dry because they sure don't dry quick. I know that for sure. Oils do not dry quick. So, let that dry. And let's go ahead and hit our dog one more time with a little bit brown. Alright, just give him a little bit more brown right in here. Make sure he's, let me get some more brown. Let's go ahead and hit him again with the brown. Uh-oh. Let me stand him up over here. There it is. Now he stands good on that. This is just, it's, I don't know what's happened. I have a little foot on this thing is falling off, and so it's wobbly. It's not even, so it's hard to stand up on it. All right. Got a little dog. Let's go after our little, donkey again. And then we're gonna end this video. He's ready, and like I said, I don't put on a real heavy coat with water at first. I do not. That's so that it will kind of blend in. I don't want it to just look like plastic. All right, he is it's a good little coat. And I will have to change my water for the goat. Kind of wash my brushes off with the white. Oh, shoot. There's the white. Move all that out of the way. There it goes. If you have to give it 3 coats, that's okay. I mean, it's just, what I'm saying is I like to, you know, I don't like to have this one coat that is just so thick. It looks like a piece of plastic. That's why I use water. That's why I do it the way I do it. It takes longer, yes it does, but I like it better. So sometimes it doesn't dry evenly. And that's the way I want it sometimes. I don't want it to just dry evenly, and where some places are a little bit lighter or whatever. I like that. Alright, okay. Let's end this video. And we'll come back. We're going to let everything dry a lot. Dry down pretty good. And we'll come back and continue with our pieces.